Start with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and merciful. My name is Ahsan Ali Vasan, and I'm a MS student at US Pakistan Center for Advanced Studies in Water, Mehran University of Engineering Technology, Jamshoro. Today, I would like to talk about the water treatment plant design for Ranipur city. Actually, this topic was assigned by one of my professors, Dr. Zubair Ahmed. So, let's have a look on the contents of the presentation. First, we go through the introduction, then water quality in source, design period, water demand, plant location, population, process flow diagram, water intake and design components, then go through the references. So at the very first slide, as we already know that water covers about 71.4% of the surface of planet. Surface water in Sindh province comes from Indus River, however, most of it not fit for consumption. Ranipur is a town in the northern Sindh located approximately 50 kilometers from Khairpur. Rodi Canal water flows almost through the center of the town from north to south. So it is very important to talk about the quality and source of water. According to the Public Health Department, in their Rodi Canal water does not meet one or more water quality standards. You can see here the image of the Rodi Canal. Water from the canal show high values of turbidity, like its value is 522.5, and while the average value of pH, that is 6.4, TDH 47.2 milligram per liter, and few other values are remaining within the allowable limits, like mentioned by WHO standards. For any project, design period, population, water demand is very important. In our case, I have determined the design period is 11 years, including 1 year, that is construction period up to the 2031st. And the population, according to the data of 2017 census, that population of the city was 35,873, and the current population is about 36,723. At the same rate, that is 3.02% per annum, the projected population is about approximately, it's equal to 51,000 persons. And now in the water demand there, that is equal to 12,24,000 gallons per day. You can convert it into different units like meter cube per day, meter cube per hour. So this water demand is about at the rate 20 gallon per capita per day and plus losses. In this slide here, you can see in the plant location that is very near to the city and Rodhi Canal. So it is its area estimated is about 4,700 meters square. So now here is the water intake system. This is how water from canal to reservoir transferred. For this purpose, we need 20 bhp electric motor with centrifugal pump 4 by 5 capable of discharging 850 gallons per minute against the head of 85 feet. And the required pipe diameter is 12 feet, through which water flows into reservoir at the distance of 2,000 feet, approximately equal to 610 meter. Now it is the whole process flow diagram. I actually designed it, so I will explain these individually later. Uh, the plant components are: number one is screening, number two is water reservoir, coagulation, flash mixing, flocculation, sedimentation, filtration, disinfection, and treated water storage. First, we go through the screening section. Screens are generally provided in front of intake works, so their large particles like debris, animal, fishes, sticks, trees, racks, branches, bushes can be removed. In this plant report, I selected one coarse screen and kept inclined at 45 to 60 degree to the horizontal, and one screen, a fine screen, also selected in order to protect pump and other pipes of the project plant. So here is the water reservoir tank design. You can see here the overflow is 5,565 meter cube per day, and retention time for this I selected 1 year. So its overall capacity is about 235 meter cube. Its depth is 3 meter, and width is about 5.10 meter, and length is about 15.3 meter. Coagulation and flash mixing. During coagulation, chemicals like coagulant are added, which break down colloidal stability and which adjust pH for optimum coagulation. For this purpose, I selected the coagulant that is alum. It is about 140 kilogram per day required for this in this project. And the flash mixing chamber is designed at the very head of the project plant, responsible for coagulation purpose. So now here is the design of flash mixing. For this purpose, we need inlet water, chemical feed and mixed water with chemical to the flocculation basin. And for this flow rate is about 0.064 meter cube per second. Residence time is about 10 seconds, and the volume of chamber is about 0.64 meter cube. You can see here the water depth, that is h 1.5 meter, that is above from the impeller, and the water depth that is below from the impeller, that is 0.5 meter. And the radial impeller actually used here, as you can see here, the impeller dia, that is 0.64 meter, and the total dia of the tank, that is 0.75 meter. Velocity gradient here is 600 per second, and the power input required to the water, that is 205 watt, and at the the temperature of the water, that is 25 Celsius. Motor power, that is equal to the 0.36 HP. And the very last thing is the rotational speed of the impeller, that is 0.53 revolutions per second. And flocculation is the process of slow mixing that can achieved in a basin, which is known as flocculator. In this design, I selected the treatment trends, and each trend contains 3 stages. So now here is the design of a flocculation basin. You can see here flow is about 5,565 meter cube per day. Retention time is 30 minutes. Volume of a single tank is 12.88 meter cube. Overall volume is 116 meter cube. And number of trains are 3, and each train contains 3 compartments. Impeller dia is 1 meter. Rotation speed is 0.31 revolutions per second. Tip speed is about 1 meter per second. We have different values of G here. You can see. Now you can see here the power required for each stage in kW. And if the efficiency of motor is about 80%, then you can see here the different values of motor power. Now it's the sedimentation. After coagulation and flocculation, water flows into the tank, that is called sedimentation basin. Usually it's used to remove suspended particles. Its design considerations are overall overflow rate, and number 2 is EVR loading. Following elements are also considered. Number 1 is the retention time, flow through velocity, dimensions like volume, surface, length, width, and the depth. Here is the design of sedimentation tank. You can see here the volume is about 928 meter cube, and depth is about 4.0 meter, width is about 7.5 meter, and length is about 30.46. Its flow is 232 meter cube per hour, detention time is 4 hours, and volume is 928 meter cube, and surface overflow rate, that is 23.98 meter cube per day per meter square. Flow through velocity is about 0.12 meter per minute, and the EVR loading is about 73 meter cube per day per meter square, and the settling velocity is about 3.59 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second, and then Reynolds number is about 0.0716, that is less than 1. It means Stokes law is applicable in our calculation. So here is the filtration aims to remove suspended particles that cannot remove in the sedimentation unit, or when the removal of these particles takes a long time outside the basin. So here is the image of the filtration. For the design, we require 2 number of filters, and area of each filter is about 16 meter square. Filtration rate is about 360 meter cube per day per meter square. Each filter contains 2 number of cells, and the backwashing rate is about 0.7 to 5 meter cube per hour per meter square. Backwashing area is same, that is 16 meter square. Pump has the capacity of 250 meter cube per hour with the height of 7 meter. Actually required for backwashing. You can see here the flow through trough, that is 0.016 meter cube per second. Here are different dimensions of trough as well as different dimensions of one filter. You can see here. So this is the media. I actually selected here the anthracite medium as well as sand medium, having different depths. Disinfection, in our case water demand is about 5,565 meter cube. Required chlorine is 2 milligram per liter. Residual chlorine is about 0.2 milligram per liter. At the end we have value, that is 11.13 kilogram per day. The chlorine oxidizes basically the organic matter which kills such bacteria and viruses. So here is the design of treated water storage reservoir. You can see here the flow rate, the same retention time. Here I selected, that is 0.5 meter. Its capacity is about 116 meter cube. Depth is about 4 meter. Width is about 5.38 meter, and the length is about 10.7 meter. This is the site layout. You can see here the arrangement of different units, and its overall estimated area is about 4,700 meter. Here are the references, and thanks for watching. For more information you can email me on this email address.